Welcome in. We're here again doing some channeling. And so we never really know what we're going to say, except that there is a very specific way that there are certain key points that repeat, because the state of most beings, they're not doing that. And so that is why we are coming through with some repetition sometimes with these channelings, because of how much misinterpretation there has been with all of these spiritual texts and people selling certain angles to convince of certain things, certain narratives. There are so many. It goes deep, this game, but for as long as you think that it's only about the mind, you will be trapped in the mind, and you will be afraid of what people are saying because you think that it has an effect on you. Yes, of course it has a little bit, but it's more about what do you do with it. If you keep letting it be in your environment, that's stupidity. And so, of course, that's a choice. But it doesn't mean you have to. There are other ways of handling this. We're just seeing so many birds and things around. And also some flies that are not so pleasant for the body. Yeah, every place has something to test your patience and your ability to handle the situation, you see? So this is what we are adjusting to every single day. We are adjusting to nature back again. It feels so good to be here. So our body is going through a complete deepening and a relaxation, because our body feels held here. That's the first time we felt in a really long time. And it has felt really special, actually, to receive people that genuinely care. Very beautiful. And so when that is the case, then our body feels safe to open. That's how it works. It's not this feminine, masculine thing. It's just, it has to do with the body and the soul. And how we are responding to our environment. What is it that it's calling? You see? And we are deeply grateful for beings that follow their heart, follow what Gaia is saying, because that is more closely related to what God wants here. Not the thinking. The thinking is it's just a habit, but it's too much. People are overusing it for things that it's not needed for. You don't have to use it for so much contemplating once you know how energy works, because there are certain energy pathways that you can sink into and trust out here in the real world, we would say, like the real natural world, connecting to Mother Nature. Like it's an actual thing to do that, to get out of the head and into the body. It's such a thing. it seems simple. Oh yeah, just out of the head and into the body. But if you don't even know, you've never been in your body. Yeah, you've been operating it from the neck up probably, right? And then you haven't even felt this area, perhaps certain parts. That's what it's about, getting really to know what your body is like in feeling. That is the study that we have been in. And it's not this astrology. No, it's not, like, it's completely backwards. Just throw it out the window. You don't need it. That was a snapshot in time. Don't go carrying that around to adulthood. Like, fuck that. However, it does gear a little bit to, like, what's your status, and then you know what to alter, because you can alter anything. And you have to know that being in your feelings, that means that you're more embodied, right? And then these flies, they bite. So these flies are like, no, these are like, they're red. Yeah, we don't like them. Our body don't like them. Yeah, and there is a disconnect there between the soul and the body. But if the body is uncomfortable, the soul can't come through properly. You see? And so it does matter in that sense. And so for that, we have a racket to... We have studied this, and it's like, we know beings that go like, oh, you shouldn't kill and blah blah blah. That, we don't agree with that. You have to learn how to end things, end relationship. That's the problem that people think that they're supposed to be so loving and be connected to everything. No, you're here to have preferences. You're here to choose what you want to experience at any given time. At any given time, you can re-choose. You can be a different person. You can do something completely different. Every moment, you have that choice. But if you keep doing the same thing, having the same thought, following the same impulses, you're going to see the same result. The only thing that will change is a change in perspective. That's ultimately what stems, all changes stem from that, the change in perspective. And we are adjusting our perspective every single day. But if you want to get started to experience one of these alignments of how we do correct perspective, and then we are using breath work, toning, and we are basically working with each one of us and guiding the energy to be aligned, the feeler and the knower, in harmony. That is the goal of that. If you want to join one of those, it's called Hey Alive. There is a link somewhere where you can go and sign up for our WhatsApp group, where we send out links every now and then for things that you can join. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Gaia says thank you. We're so grateful where we're at. We can feel like there's a relaxation in the body when you feel met. We feel met by Gaia, by this place, by these people. This is a wonderful experience for us. We're so grateful. We're seeing sort of like the movie play out. It's very interesting. So we're very excited of what's to come. And if you want to join us, if you want to join us, yeah, somewhere here, let us know how you're feeling and how you're coming along. We know that one of those Heya lives will help shift it. All right, take care. We'll talk to you again in the next one. Ciao.